Hello, my name is Aitu Baro Tumsa. My friend Merdasa Disutolosa and I are representing the Oromo Political Prisoners Association and pleading out to the world community concerning a deadly situation where thousands of Oromo University students have been held hostage at various universities in the Amhara region of Ethiopia for almost a month. I felt the need to record this message in English because much of the reporting on this serious human right violation has mainly been covered in Afghan Oromo. And I'm hoping this message can reach the world community so that it can come to their rescue because the Ethiopian government refuses to assist its own citizens. Children and young adults are held hostage in 7 different universities in Amhara region, beaten with sticks, terrorized with knife attacks. A student was reported being thrown from a higher story building, and at least 5 students have been confirmed dead for absolutely no reason but their God-given identity of being an Oromo. Some are hospitalized because of the severity of their injuries, and others are imprisoned simply for defending themselves or attempting to escape. We are appealing for the intervention of the international human rights organizations and to the rest of the world to help put stop to this horror. Violence against Oromo students was initially reported the first week of November by various independent media, explaining the attack was coordinated by extremist militant group which seemed to have a very strong influence and power over the Amhara regional government. Many of the attacks took place inside a dorm and or on a school ground, exclusively targeting Oromo students. And as a result, thousands of students have left their dorm out of fear for their lives. They stayed outside for over a week, suffering from limited sleep, food, drinks, and improper access to sanitation, and began getting sick as a result. Police and government security forces have been deployed to the schools but failed to rescue or provide assistance for the victims. As you will sadly witness in one of the attached videos, intimidation and throwing stones at students stranded outside continues in a barbarically inhumane and ruthless manner in the presence of police. So school officials had no choice but to bring the students inside a building where police is basically there to monitor them and to keep students from attempting to escape. They're not attending classes and being held hostage on a school ground while non-Oromo students are continuing their education. What is even more alarming is the participation between the school administration and the regional government collaborating to hold these students hostage against their will. Sadly, out of desperation, and the students began protesting for their freedom with hunger strike, but were unable to be heard. To make matters worse, unaccounted number of students from Debre Tabor University were fed poison on November 19th and sent to hospitals in the region. And as you will witness in the attached pictures, which shows students seemingly unconscious and vulnerable as a result of the illness caused by the poison, hundreds of miles away from the care of their families. Some students with financial capacity have been able to escape in small groups at a time. About a couple of thousands have reached Lagat-Afo near the capital city. And as you will hear in the attached videos, these group of students are raising their desperate concern for the rescue of their friends who still remain hostage in the Amhara region, as well as a cry for assistance and relocation of their schools. Unfortunately, the Ethiopian government responded with clear refusal to hear their plea and failed to provide any assistance or even food and water to those displaced and living in a camp at Lagat-Afo. Clearly, there doesn't seem to be an authority in the entire Amhara region or the federal government willing to put stop to this nightmare. We believe this is entirely the responsibility of the universities, Amhara regional government, and the Ethiopian government collectively. But we cannot continue to sit back and watch while thousands of Oromo University students are held hostage, terrorized without attending their regular education. So we carved out an action plan to approach this problem. We're very well aware that we may or may not be able to achieve our goals without the cooperation of the Amhara regional government as well as the Ethiopian government. But at the very least, this initiative will attempt to do what it can at its capacity by working with anyone willing to save the lives of these students. So we also hope that you can help us by volunteering at various stages whenever necessary, write letters to international organizations, government officials within Ethiopia and all over the world. This campaign is not simply an attempt to collect funds and provide financial support for the students, but also a call for concerned individuals to come together and organize and provide assistance as much as possible. But this huge endeavor would require numerous responsible individuals, preferably an institution. So we decided to equip and utilize Oromo Political Prisoners Association as the lead operational body by collaborating with Oromo political organizations, Oromo community centers all over the world, international organizations such as Red Cross, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, international organizations of migration, African Union, European Union, and any other government or establishment willing to assist us in this human right violation. The funds will be utilized to hire lawyers to follow up with these 7 universities where Oromo students are held hostage, as well as Amhara Regional Education Bureau, Ministry of Education, and the Ethiopian government until Oromo students are relocated to universities where their safety is guaranteed. The funds will also be used to facilitate logistics necessary to provide transportations for students whenever possible, provide meals on their journey, transfer wounded patients to hospitals closer to their families, hire lawyers for imprisoned university students and prisoners of consciousness, and organize families so that their voices can be heard concerning their children. And you can also help by forwarding this video to your local media wherever you might be, because the serious injustice against children and young adults must reach the world stage. It's not fair for the Ethiopian government to refuse assistance to its own most vulnerable citizens, children and young adults. To make matters worse, the government demanded for the students to remain in the same violent condition. So please pass this on to whomever willing to listen or can possibly assist. Thank you.